Barbie got her butt chewed.
What did he say?
If you're not in your you're gonna be someone's listen, that's another video on it. So best reprogramming that I needed. Rip me out the plastic, I've been at a brand new. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ebony Assassin, and today we're gonna talk about the #1 movie in the world, and that is Barbie. Do you guys like my Barbie core? It looks so subtle on camera, so I love that for me. Let's just get right into it. We don't need any introductions. We don't need any of the extra fluff. Let's talk about how the Barbie movie has changed my life. Okay, take out gender for a second. I know. Take out gender for a second. I don't know about you, but I know some women who are Ken dolls, and I know some men who are Barbies. So what does that even mean now? What does the Barbie movie even tell us with that information? And let's really focus on why the Barbie movie was focused on patriarchy. The Barbie movie was focused on patriarchy because that's our reality in society right now. Everyone knows film is a form of art. Art imitates life. It is what it is. And let's just take a little history lesson of why Barbie was made. Barbie was made by Ruth Handler, and Ruth Handler named Barbie after her own daughter. Yes, that is so cute, isn't it? Ironically, her daughter was mortified by the Barbie franchise in general. I saw that on an interview from CBS. Isn't that funny? Hello?
I don't know what was driving me, but I needed to prove myself from the day I was born. I never dreamed of trying to change the world. I wanted to show the world as it is.
All right, back to what we were talking about. Okay, Ruth Handler. She is a trailblazer, a female entrepreneur, a literal inspiration, really. One quote from the Barbie movie that I really enjoyed. Humans have one ending. Ideas are forever. Ain't that the truth? So this review, we're gonna go through the whole movie, but kind of like in little bits and pieces. And I'm just gonna let you know my thoughts, and you can let me know your thoughts in the comments. That would be very cool. I am so pumped to hear your thoughts as well. When I was trying to research reviews for this movie, most of the reviews that I saw were from men. That is so ironic because the Barbie movie is for feminine energy. And I say feminine energy because, again, you don't have to be a girl or a woman to experience life as a Barbie. In the beginning of the movie, Barbie starts in Barbie land. Everything is perfect. Every Barbie has her purpose, and every Barbie feels perfect because Barbie is living in her purpose. Say that 3 times fast. Barbie's a doctor. Barbie's a lawyer. Barbie is president. Barbie can do anything as long as she's aligned, as long as it makes sense for Barbie to thrive in that environment. And I feel like, again, that could be anyone. Imagine being in a world where everyone is just purposeful and happy and pure. Where can I sign up to live in Barbie land right now? So then in the movie, Barbie goes out to the beach, and that's where she sees all the other Ken dolls. And in the movie, they say that Ken only has a good day until Barbie looks at him or Barbie acknowledges him. In the Barbie doll franchise by Mattel, Ken is an accessory. The way that I see this in a philosophical sense, people in general can be accessories. Ken dolls don't have the same purpose as Barbies. In the Barbie movie, Ken dolls are not purposeful. Fast forward to, we see the party, you see the nice laughter, the fun, the joy. It's amazing. And then Barbie thinks about death. Wait a minute. Death. Barbie starts to have realistic experiences like death, bad breath, cold showers. After talking to weird Barbie, Barbie realizes that she has to go to the real world and find the woman or girl that is playing with her and reverse this whole thing of reality, because in Barbie land, there is no reality. There is no limiting beliefs. There are no fears. So we gotta fix this. I honestly love that as a concept. And if you think about the philosophical meaning of not listening to limiting beliefs and really going for your dreams and your aspirations and your purpose in life and really holding into that into your heart, that's a great message. Fast forward to a lot of this stuff, and Barbie goes into the real world, and she realizes that the real world is nothing like Barbie land. The real world, she feels anxious. She feels depressed, and she feels objectified, and she feels like she does too much but then not enough, and she feels all these things that to her core as a doll, as Barbie, she does not stand for. There was a scene in the movie where she literally just got to the real world and someone slapped her on the butt. Like, are we for real? We just slapping people on the butt now? Ken is such an interesting character because Ken, again, represents an accessory, but Ken also represents support, love, and giving and giving and giving. So Ken actually hides in Barbie's trunk when she tries to leave from Barbie Land to the real world. And it's not till she's already on the road that she realizes that Ken's in her trunk. So now she's going to the real world with Ken. Ken will do anything for Barbie, and that's great and that's beautiful. And chef's kiss. As a person watching the movie, I'm like, okay, how is this gonna play out? I already knew the dynamic in Barbie Land versus the dynamic in the real world is a little different. Once they get to the real world, while Barbie's immediately objectified and Ken is immediately respected, after their quick experiences, they split up. Ken reads all these books about patriarchy and men and horses. As soon as Ken picked up the patriarchy books, I already knew Barbie Land was going to be turned upside down. Next, Barbie actually finds the little girl that she thinks is playing with her that's making her depressed and anxious and get cellulite and bad breath and blah, 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 blah. She confronts her at school. She confronts her at middle school. Like, that is weird. While Barbie confronts this girl, she thinks this girl's gonna be on her side. Yay, okay, cool. We can find out why you're so depressed and you're making me depressed in Barbie Land. She's like, Barbie, get out of here. Barbie got a rude awakening, got her butt chewed.
What did he say?
I don't know if I should say that. Okay, Barbie got spit up. No. Barbie got chewed up and spit out, yeah. And then she got kidnapped by Mattel because Mattel realized that the Barbie doll moved from Barbie Land to the real world. Once she got to Mattel, she realized that everyone there in the real world, it is run by men versus in Barbie Land, everything's run by women. She is kind of confused because all she knows is living in her purpose and living around smart, intelligent, fun, energetic, beautiful women that have this strong desire to really live in their purpose. She's just like, accessories are running the real world. That is weird. That is weird, right? Let's take out gender, let's take out patriarchy. If you think about someone living in their purpose and then someone being an accessory, if someone who is an accessory starts running a company, the boss, the leader, how would they know what to do? Especially when it's not something that is their mechanical makeup. For example, Barbie dolls, for example, women, girls, beauty. The movie definitely played on the ideas of matriarchy and patriarchy and how they look distinctively different. Barbie represents an actual entity of purpose, hope, determination, and willpower. Barbie is anything and everything that you could possibly imagine that could happen. So when Barbie found the woman that was playing with her, she was kind of like, oh wow, okay, let's try to figure this out. So they go back to Barbie Land and they realize that Ken taught all the other Ken dolls patriarchy. And like I said before, if an accessory starts leading other people that already have their own purposes, how would they be successful at that? It's just not going to happen. And so that's what we see in Barbie Land. When Ken dolls take over, just to take over, let me just say this. I understand why the Ken dolls took over. I understand Ken. Ken wanted to be respected, admired. Ken wanted to be wanted. Everybody wants that. But the way that Ken went about it, it's not okay. All the women that were in their purpose and they were living in their truth and they were so happy, they're still happy, but now they lost a part of themselves. They lost the part of themselves that was authentic and true. They were now accessories to the accessory. Being an accessory to an accessory is the fastest way to just burn your brain right out of your skull. Don't do it. But, okay, let's get back to the movie. When Barbie realized what Ken did, she was curious, sad, upset, because when you're smart, intelligent, you have determination, you have drive, you definitely want to use all of that. The way that the Ken dolls take over is not in a way that the Barbies take over. When the Barbies take over, everything's structured, everything makes sense. It is a literal functioning society that everyone can really enjoy. Even though the Barbies say they enjoyed it, it was a dumpster fire. There was nothing really productive happening, nothing very constructive happening. It was just like a big free-for-all of men doing whatever they wanted to do, and the women being like, okay. And that's not what Barbie Land is about. Barbie Land is about really honing into your star power, honing into everything that you know that you can be and do, and then you do that. Barbie never used the attention of other Ken dolls as their purpose of life. This is bigger than gender. It's not just about the gender. It's about purpose and accessory. If you're not in your purpose, you're gonna be someone's accessory. Towards the end of the movie, the Barbies have to reprogram themselves to find their autonomy again, to find their voice, voice, to find their purpose. There's one Barbie, she's like, oh my gosh, yes, I did write a book. Another Barbie, oh my gosh, I'm a physicist. Why am I in this dress? And the little president of Barbie Land, a black woman, which chef's kiss. I felt very inspired by all these Barbies. Let's look at patriarchy, okay? A lot of women feel underappreciated in our patriarchal society. Women don't necessarily do less, and women are not just necessarily accessories. There are tons of women that constantly have to work. There are tons of women who've always worked. For example, like I said, the president being a black woman totally makes sense because when women had a right to work, black women have been working since slavery. Black women have been working since the dawn of time. The woman is not only an accessory, but the most hard-working accessory. I don't want to get too much on patriarchy and matriarchy and all this other good stuff. I just want this to be a fun review. I think that the movie is great. I know that a lot of people like to see it as men versus women, but I see it purpose versus accessory. Just don't be an accessory to someone who's in their purpose. Find your own purpose. Find your own voice. Know what is important to you, what is constructive to you, what your destiny is. The main point about destiny is that reality has no place in it. You can't put a limiting belief on your dream. You can't put a limiting belief on where you're supposed to go. What you're just supposed to do is you're given the torch and you're just gonna have to go for it. You're gonna have to figure out a way. Okay, I gotta get to A, B, C, D, and E. I gotta put on my tunnel vision and figure out how to get there. I gotta talk to this person. I gotta wake up early and go to bed late at night. I gotta do everything in my power to be in my purpose, and I will be happier for it. I'll be better for it. I know so many men that are Barbies. I know so many women that are Barbies. I think that that is a better message for this movie. I know that it's feminism, but feminism is not misandry. Listen, that's another video on itself. Feminism doesn't mean women rule everything and men have to live in a gutter or something like that. That's never the reason why women fight so hard. That's not the reason why other men fight alongside other women so hard. It's because we all deserve that one shot at life that we really, really want. And I don't think that gender should determine that. It's really more about tapping into your own willpower, being the best version of yourself. It's about trying to live your own perfect day. And it's so hard because we live in this video game of like money, greed, envy, but it's like it doesn't have to be all that. You could really just block out all the noise and think about you. Think about what you want. Think about everything that you want to accomplish, and it will be yours. Perfect, amazing, whatever you want it to be. Barbie movie has changed my life because that is the best reprogramming that I needed as a Barbie. I needed that reprogramming. I gotta stay in my purpose. I gotta stay true to myself. I gotta see everything through and not think about the limiting beliefs of reality. I can't think about, oh, I can't do this because I'm a woman, or I'm not gonna get this because no, none of that really exists in Barbie land. And if we're all Barbies, then none of that can exist anyway. Reality can be whatever you want to make it. I just remember being compared to people that I could never in my wildest dreams think that they know who I am or even stand next to nonetheless. I am compared to an Issa Rae or a Quinta Brunson. Are you kidding me? I've never made a movie in my life. Well, no, that's not true. I've never made a series in my life, but I'm willing to try. I really want to try, and I really want to figure out this whole entire life thing, because in reality, our reality is what we make it. Don't think of this movie as a feminist movie. It's so much deeper than that. It's so much more than that. It's so much more that you can grasp from the movie other than thinking about, oh my gosh, this is a man-bashing movie. And it's not even a man-bashing movie. They made all the Ken dolls very hot, and they were all very nice, and even in their rage, they were so cool. If you want to get the best out of the Barbie movie, you have to put your critical thinking cap on and take the actual message of staying in your purpose will make you the happiest and perfect life of all time. Thank you. Oh my god. I think I rambled on enough here. If you like this video, want to see more videos, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you. Bye.